So limit may concern Junior Mafia is the click. Act up, I have my honeys total bustin' shit. That's right.
In the middle of the day now, baby, I seem to think of only you. B100. Oh yeah, never thinking for a moment, baby, that you've been thinking of me too. Yeah. So I can't wait for the day that we can be together. I can't let you walk away.
That's right.
Oh, can't you see you and me wanting to be your baby? And there's nothing left to say. Can't you see what you do to me? Our love was meant to be. You were made for me. Oh baby, can't you see what you do to me? Our love was meant to be. You were made for me. Every time I see you, I get this feeling. Oh yeah. Telling me you're the one. Oh, what a feeling. Hey,
Let's go.
I can't wait for the day that we can be together. I can't let you walk away. Oh, can't you see you and me want to be your baby? There's nothing left for me to say. Oh, baby, can't you see what you do to me? I know what you're doing to me. Boy, why don't you see what you do to me? Oh yeah. Take me away.
That's right.
So far away. What would you do to me? Oh, I wanna be alone together. Somewhere just you and me. Oh, baby, can't you see what you did to me? Our love was meant to be. You were made for me. Oh, baby, can't you see what you did to me? Our love was meant to be. You were made for me. Oh, baby, can't you see what you did to me? Our love was meant to be. You were made for me. Oh, baby, can't you see what you did to me? Our love was meant to be. You were made for me. Oh, baby, can't you see?
That's right.
What you did to me? Our love was meant to be.
Come on. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. How you make me feel, boy, you give me chills, baby. I'm gonna break it down. You just drive me wild whenever you're around.
B100.
You know how I do. You know
B100 radio.
Let's
test these mics, these mic levels.
Yeah. B100. Can you turn me up just a little bit? B100.
B100 radio.
Let's get it. B100. B100radio.com. Make sure y'all tune in.
We good? The weekend party is about to get started.
It's Saturday, y'all.
With your high profile. thing in town. You know how I do, you know how I flow. When I get your name and number, I like you slow, and I take you. And the way you do your thing, baby, bring it on, and swing it this way. You stay on my mind, think about you all the time. To get to know you well, if you kiss then I will
B100.
tell. You stay on my mind, think about you all the time. To get to know you well, if you kiss then I will tell. Kiss me, oh, hold me, I say squeeze me.
The weekend party is about to get started. If you're getting dressed right now and you're in your bathroom, you're feeling real good about yourself, you got your paycheck yesterday, the stimmy check done ran out, the unemployment benefits done ran out, but you got that check yesterday from a hard day work. And tonight, you just wants to party a little bit. So put on your best shit, go on and smoke or something that's gonna get you lit. And we want you to hang out with us before you go out tonight at the weekend party. B100.
B100, baby.
Poppy got a brand new bag, for real. I taking Kilo Neal like Shaq. Ask Michael Jackson who's bad. He says I am, but the queen I drag that. I'm bad enough to let my pants sag. I be in Vegas where 702 EA.
Give me what I want. Give me what I need. I go on. Breathing about your side. So fly. When you do your thing, so fly. I love your pretty brown eyes. Here's what I want you to do for me.
That's my shit.
Yes. 702.
Yeah. Weekend party.
B100.
Put the kiddies to bed.
Night.
Go get the babysitters. Tell them to come over to the house. Because tonight, we going out.
That's right.
We going out on the
B100.
OG Shotty Powers.
Totally Kima in the house. Dasha, Ware.
DJ Bobby Black. Yo. It's
Yo.
the weekend party.
Yeah. Let's get it.
B100 Radio.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Sexy Saturday. Sexy Saturday. B100.
How can I love somebody else if I can't love myself enough to know when it's time to let go?
Hey.
Sing. All I really want is to be happy. Oh, yeah. To find a love that's mine. Will be so sweet. Hey. All I really want is to be happy. I wanna be happy. Yeah. So sweet. I ask for a sign from a sweet Lord above. I know the answer is in front of me, but when you think you're enough, you only see what you want to see. And all I see is me for you and you for me. Oh, I cannot hide the way I feel inside. I don't know why, but every day I wanna cry. If I give you one more try, to these rules, please you will find. And if I mean anything to you, would it make everything alright?
Yeah. Weekend party is getting started. I'd like to thank Said the Entertainer for loaning me this hat.
I said I wanna be happy.
B100.
Find the love that's mine. Oh, it'll be so fine.
Weekend party, sexy Saturdays.
Yeah. Sexy, sexy. It would be so sweet.
Yeah. We're going on an R&B journey tonight. So we're going to keep it sexy.
Wanna be happy. Sexy, sexy. I just wanna be so happy. But the answer lies in me.
B100 Radio. The weekend party, OG Shotty Powers.
Totally Kima in the house.
Dasha Ware, let's get it.
Keep that music going.
Let's go.
Sexy Saturday. R&B journey.
B100.
Totally Kima in the house. Dasha Ware in the house. Bobby Black.
And OG Shotty Powers.
Yes.
Baby.
Weekend party. We got Miss Famous coming up from the morning show. She's going to do the party forecast to let you know, is it safe for you to ride through the city tonight?
That's right. It might.
So if you ride through the city in Atlanta, New York, LA, Miami, or Houston, we got you covered on the party forecast with Miss Famous. Brought to you by Dyson Crab Cakes.
That's
Let's
right.
get it.
Let's get it.
Tonight is Grown and Sexy Night. Nobody should be sitting home alone tonight. Put on your best shit. Get you some Zaza
Zaza.
and head out. Looking your best. Smelling real good. Nobody should be sitting home alone tonight.
And all the nasty things you've done. So baby, listen carefully while I sing my comeback song. Your love to me. She said she'd never turn on me. Your love to me. But you did, Your love to me. All this pain you said I'd never feel. Your love to me. But I do. Return up to me. Return up to me. Hold on. Return up to me. You know that I give it. Here I go. Return up to me. A little girl. Return up to me. What's my pearl? Return up to me. Up and down. You know that I give it. I give it.
B100.
Y'all know about that dance. Hey.
wife. I never thought that I would find all that I need in life. All I want, all I need. Now I know I found it in you. I found it in you. 'Cause of you, my love. Do you ever dream? Don't you ever dream? Hold it rain. Oh,
Go.
Yeah, we got the party forecast coming up with Miss Famous.
Miss Famous in the house.
Oh my God. Oh.
I saw you walking down on Melrose. You look like an angel straight out of heaven, girl. I was blown away by your sexiness. Now all I have to do is catch up to you. Slow down. I just wanna get to know you. But don't
Radio1.com.
B100radio.com.
Never seen anything so lovely. Now turn around and bless me with your beauty, cutie. A butterfly tattoo right above your navel. Your belly button's pierced too, just like I like it, girl. Come and take a walk with me. You'll be impressed by the game that I kick to you. It's so thorough and real. Like a flower fully blooming in the summertime. You ready?
Let's go.
To be watered by this
B100radio.com. B100radio.com. Head on over.
Head over to YouTube. Head over to YouTube Live right now.
So slow down. I just wanna get to know you.
Download the iHeart app if you're in your car. And if you want B100 Radio in your car, download the iHeart app. And you will find B100 on that app. I was jamming all day today, riding through the city, listening to B100 Radio.
B100 Radio. Let's get it.
So lovely, baby. And bless me with your beauty. Oh, baby, you know by now that I want you back. I'm floating on thin air, I can't come down. You've been hitting me already. Damn. Now I can't leave till 7 digits were in mind.
Oh no, we playing all the things.
Shout out to Totally Kima. This is my shit right here.
Shout out to B100radio.com.
This is a classic.
Don't matter who knows, I don't care who sees me thinking about you makes my life complete.
Sing that shit, Kima.
And what I mean by that my whole world changes. You make me feel things that I never felt. I wanna kiss you, kissing you. All that I've been taking love, kissing you is good. Oh yeah, I wanna kiss you, kissing you is all that I've been taking love, kissing you is good.
Look, I can't keep still.
With my friends, I'm trying to figure out a way to leave them behind, just to give back to you. Oh,
You're my pride and joy, boy. That's why I'm dreaming of you. I wanna kiss you. Yeah, yeah.
Big shout out to the famous show, the famous team. Yo, my man Rich, Jaja, Miss Famous.
You're my pride and joy. You're my baby boy. People ask me how I feel about you. They ask me if I love you. Yeah. Am I crazy for you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kissing you is over. I've been taking love. Kissing you is ooh, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Be honest. Be solid. Be 100.
You're my pride and joy. You're my baby boy. People ask me how I feel about you. They ask me if I love you.
Shout out
Am I crazy for you?
Kima, Keisha, and Pam. Shout out to Total. Shout out to Bad Boy. One love.
Kissing you so good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's some classic shit right there, yo.
Oh yeah, I wanna kiss you.
No matter where you from, north, south, east, or west, this was that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Classic. Total. Classic. B100 Radio.
Kissing you so good. Have your love. That's all I'm thinking of. I got to have your love. That's all I'm thinking of. I got to have your love.
Coming right up, we're doing the party forecast with Miss Famous from the Taste of Fame morning show. Right after this.
B100radio.com. Shout out to 112. The 12, my brothers. Hey, Cupid, he never lies. Never, ever, ever, ever lies. Hey, hey.
Girl, if I told you I love you, that doesn't mean that I don't care.
B100 Radio.
Ooh. And when I tell you I need you, don't you think that I'll never be there? Ooh. Baby, I'm so tired of the way you turn my words into deception and lies. Don't misunderstand me when I try to spin my mind. What I'm trying to say. Oh, Cupid. Oh, doesn't lie. Yeah. What you wanna unless you give it a try. Cupid. Girl, Cupid alive. No, we don't. Give it a try. Girl, when I ask you to trust me, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna cheat on you. 'Cause I'm gonna never do anything to hurt you. I'm misleading you. I love you. Baby, I'm so tired. Oh, yeah. Turn my words into deception and lies. Don't misunderstand me when I try to spin my mind. What's in my heart? You better doesn't lie. What do you wanna unless you give it a try? True love.
to the one, to the one, to the two, 112
But
in
you
the
won't
house.
know unless you give it a
B100
try.
Radio.
Ain't no doubt about it. Lord knows I really mean it. I'd rather die before I lie to you. Never want to lead her. Ain't no life without you. Never gonna leave, never gonna go. No. No, 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 no. Oh, doesn't lie, but you won't know unless you give it a try. True love won't lie, but you won't know unless you give it a try. Ain't no doubt about it.
Party forecast with Miss Famous. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. B100.
My jam.
B100
All right,
Radio.
we gonna let this one ride out because this was a special request. We got to hear this.
You're so special to me. We've been kicking it for a while. Your sexy smile, Madonna style. Boy, you're driving me so wild. Ain't got no reputation, dedicated conversation. Ooh, you got that bomb love making.
That's that
It's
slapping.
more than sexual. This love, you know, is proper though. It's oh so incredible.
I'd like to dedicate this to my better half, Mrs. Tammy Powers. You know how we do this shit.
You shooting for
She in the house
you
tonight.
shooting for brownie points.
Butter love.
Brownie points. Brownie points.
When you do this shit constantly, you don't have to be brownie points. This is some shit that we do every day.
Okay, what skills, man?
Shout out to my boo too.
Yeah, we keep it like
And
this.
shout out to my boo since we shouting out our boo.
If you present
I love
roses every day, it's just a roses time of day. Every day.
Got it going on.
Hey.
Birds, bombs, sundress with platforms, feet pedicure with no corns. I got no corns. Sex appeal on the rib, so sure. Soft hands, French manicure, no makeup is so pure. You don't be tripping when I'm gigging it with my niggas. You don't be questioning where I've been and what I did. You got that confidence, sexiness, thickness, that bomb shit. And I get when I'm chilling with my homies.
Hey.
Think about it. Think about you, oh lady. You know what I want. You got what I want. You know what it is.
Hey, RL, you better sing.
Bro, you gotta go. Just sit me on my ear, baby. And I will. 'Cause I rock you. I rock you, girl. Butter, babe. You got the love that I want. You got the love that I need, yeah. Girl, it's so smooth.
Shout out to my brothers next,
You got
giving
that
us that R&B,
love
that butter love.
don't say
Hey.
you get it. You know you do. That love, oh yeah. So moving. You've got that butter. You got those sexy eyes and enticing thighs. You make me rise. You got that love I wanna try. Send my tongue up and down your spine. You got
Thank
that
you, everybody,
perfect shape, the love
that's
you make,
tuning
I
in.
scream your name.
That's tuning in. Either on YouTube at B100 Radio, or it's just watching us and listening to us on B100radio.com. Let's go.
We got a lot going on for you tonight. So we just want y'all to keep up the weather report. We got the party forecast coming up with Miss Famous.
Miss Famous in the house. Yes.
Happy Saturday to my sister and partner, Miss Deb Andy.
Yes, Deb. Happy Saturday. That's my mama. That's your sister.
Yeah. So y'all know what it is. We can't really get this shit started.
I like your face and hands and all of your pretty toes. Baby, you're so right.
Yes, I
am. You got that butter love.
That butter love. Yeah. Can we open the door, please?
Hey, see, y'all know it's a weekend party, right? Come on. Yeah, come on. Cause it's the weekend party.
Weekend party.
And I gotta give y'all the weather on the weekend party, baby. Come on.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go. Come on.
go.
Cause it's the weather. It's the weather. Cause it's the weather. It's the weather. Come on, y'all. It's the weather. Cause it's the weather. Cause it's the weather on the weekend party. Come on. Cause it's the weather. 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 What? Cause it's the weather. What? Cause it's the weather. What? Cause it's the weekend party. Come on. Cause it's the weekend party. Yeah. Come on. Cause it's the weekend party. Cause it's the weekend party. Come on. Ain't it the weekend party? Oh, come on.
Weekend
ATL.
party.
Oh, you got a high of 83. I said it's clear outside with a little bit of clouds with a low of 63.
Hey.
I said New York, you got a high of 78. I said it stars outside and it's looking real nice with a low of 68. Now I'ma take you to Miami. Oh, You got a high of 88. I said it's cloudy outside with a little bit of blue with a low of 78. And I'ma take you to Houston, Houston. You got a high of 92. I said it's partly cloudy with a little bit of blue with a low of 72. Los Angeles. Come on. I said LA, 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 Los Angeles. Come on. I said LA, 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 Los Angeles. Come on, y'all. LA, 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 Los Angeles. I'ma take you to Los Angeles. Come on, Los Angeles. Come on, you got a high of 89. I said it's clear skies and it's looking real nice with a low of 65. Come on, and that's the weather. Hey, that's what the weather. Come on, that's what the weather. The weekend party gon' give you the weather. Come on, that's what the weather. Come on, that's what the weather. What? That's what the weather. The weekend party gonna give you the weather. Ain't nothing like the weather. Ain't nothing like the weather. What? Ain't nothing like the weather. Ain't nothing like the weather. Ain't nothing like the weather. What? Ain't nothing like the weather. Ain't nothing like the weather. Ain't nothing like the weather. No, nothing like the weather. Ain't nothing like the weather. Ain't nothing like the weather. Ain't nothing like the hey.
Weekend party, B100 Radio.
Hey.
Yeah, that was Miss Famous with the party forecast. Yeah. Y'all give her a round of applause. Stand up. New York, stand up. Atlanta, stand up. LA, stand up. Miami, stand up. Houston, stand up.
Yeah. Come on, ladies. Hey.
It's going to be clear skies out there tonight for the party. So let's get the party on. Weekend party, B100 Radio.
Ain't nothing like the weather. Whoa, ain't nothing like the weather.
Yeah, y'all know how we do.
Get up and get out, y'all. Get up and get
Hey.
out.
That shit was dope.
Yes, it's famous, y'all. B100.
B100.
B100 Radio, Miss Famous with the infamous weather report. It's safe to say you guys can go outside.
Thank you so much for blessing us, Miss Famous, with that groovy ass weather report. I don't think I ever seen a weather report like that ever. Nowhere. Nowhere. Ever. That shit was dope. That shit was hot as hell.
Y'all get out tonight.
Yeah, man. Yo, the weekend report was dope as hell.
Yes.
And so what we're going to do tonight, we're going to do a new music review, and we're going to do a new music review on somebody that's not new to the music. She is a true legend. A legend here on earth and a legend in heaven. And we talking about Aaliyah.
Yes.
Aaliyah's last album was re-released yesterday, but for the first time, it's been digitally. It's on all digital platforms now, so it's being streamed out now. So,
Shout out to Timberland.
yo, shout out to Timberland, Missy
Elliott,
you know,
Missy Elliott.
everybody who had a
Misdemeanor
hand into
Elliott.
making Baby Girl. You know, everybody making Baby. Some people never met Baby. You know, it's so crazy sometimes when it's not that we been in the industry so long that we sound like we bragging, but to be in the same rooms with some of these people that we talk about, like when we talk about Biggie or we talk about Aaliyah or whatever, a lot of people look at us like we aliens when we say that we were at a party with them.
You lying.
Yeah, they think like we was lying. Nah, it wasn't hard to be at a party with Aaliyah or Biggie or anybody.
Yeah,
not even Tupac. I mean, me and Tupac was getting a lap dance together at Gentlemen's Club. So,
Yo,
I mean,
me and
like,
Tupac went with us to the Peppermint Lounge before. Like we was at the studio together, and he hopped in the Jeep with us and went with us to the Peppermint Lounge. And when it was over, he was like, "Yo, I'm good." And we was like, "Dude, we can't just leave you." And he was like, "Nah, I'm good."
yeah.
Tupac was good in every hood.
Yeah, especially in Newark.
Real
though.
life.
Newark
Facts.
loved him.
Yeah.
Like East Orange, Newark, they loved him because I mean that's where Tretch was from. So Tretch is like his brother anyway. You know what I mean? And then all the Outlaws. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people think the Outlaws is from out west, but the Outlaws is from Newark, New Jersey.
Okay.
Every last one of them.
Mm.
Fatal, Gaddafi, all of them. They are all from Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So a lot of people didn't know that Newark and Oakland had this connection for a long time. I don't know why, but Newark, New Jersey, and Oakland, California had this connect. I don't know, like a
Yeah.
brother sister type of city.
Yeah.
You know how that be sometimes? Like
Yeah,
Savannah
yeah,
and
yeah,
New
yeah.
Orleans got that same type of thing going on.
Yep.
And so Pop, when he said he was good at the
No,
Peppermint
it
Lounge,
was good, but we was
yeah,
like,
he
dude,
meant that.
like, you good?
He meant that. He definitely meant that because in Newark, like they rolled hard.
Can I ask
for
y'all
Pop.
something?
Yeah.
So was Tupac really like the Juice character, or he was really like the woke character?
He was really
he like
like- he
conscious or more like Juice? How he played on
was
He
Juice?
was more
both.
conscious, but
I
I
think
put
he
like
was both.
he could have been a little. I only,
'Cause he
you know
was
what?
reckless.
Every time
You
I've been
can't-
around him, I didn't see that
Aggressive
Bishop
Juice?
part. No,
Okay.
I didn't see that Bishop shit. I saw him being happy all the time, always laughing, always joking. Hey, I just seen him in a good mood. I never seen him on no gangster shit. I never saw him on no gangster.
But to me, Bishop was not just Bishop. I mean, he
Bishop was
was
psycho.
gangster. I mean, Bishop was gangster. That
And
was the
Juice,
character.
he
Now,
was-
I'm not saying Tupac was gangster.
Yeah.
But he was gangster.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
I
I mean, for us,
I always
I
wanted to
mean,
know that.
and I didn't know Tupac like in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like we just hung out with him that night. But I'm like, dude, you want us to leave you in Newark?
Well,
That's
yeah,
some gangsta ass shit. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm from Jersey and you ain't leaving me in
He was
Newark.
a shorty. She was a shorty too. You know, he wasn't like no big cat. He wasn't no
Yeah.
big guy. He was
Yeah.
a little guy. But he was just lovable. Like I put it like not affable. I don't want to use that word because he wasn't like some affable person, but he was really loved by people.
Yeah. And
So he didn't have a problem of you walking up to him,
nope.
wanting to take a picture
Nope.
or getting an autograph and shit like that. He knew that that was part of the game. And anybody that stopped him, I don't give a damn who it was, because you walking with this dude, man, you walking with him like every 5 steps, somebody. Just like Deb. Deb got that same juice.
Right.
You can't walk 5 steps with Deb in the public. I swear to
got
God, do not go to the supermarket with Deb. Ever. Don't go to the store with Deb. You're gonna be stopping every 5 steps for somebody wanting a damn hug. For real, they all want a hug from Deb. So I don't know what they want from Pac, but everybody wanted to take a picture with him, but everybody wanted to hug. They just want to hug Deb.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even care about a picture. They be like, "Can I just get a hug?"
Okay, just to elaborate on Deb, like, you know, when I called you, I was just like, yo, I really want to meet her. Deb is like, she's just very nurturing, and when you watch her, you do really be like, oh, can I hug you?
Can I get a hug?
Can you give me a hug? Or like, can I hug you? You know, she's
Yeah.
she's a very down.
Everywhere I've ever been with her, I
Yeah.
swear, like I find myself turning into security.
Yeah.
With her.
I
probably would be that way with you as well if we're out. Like,
yeah, I'm my own security though. Because sometimes I feel like it, and sometimes
I'll switch
I don't.
mode because that's just me. You know, you being protective. You know how you are when you're.
And I probably would be the same way with you.
Yeah, I'm protective of people that when they're with me. So people walking up on us talking about they want a hug or something.
Yeah, like back up.
Let me see your hands.
You like gang?
Yeah, let me see your hands.
Yeah.
Let me see what you got.
Yeah.
You know, because it's kind of crazy. It's crazy out here these days.
Yep.
So you have to be careful, but.
And we real live people. Don't walk up on me.
Right. We are real people.
Walk up on me.
You know, my Pac's story was it was very short. I didn't have a lot of interactions with him, but he was cool with Andre Rison and my mentor, Leroy McMath, who brought me to Atlanta. Like, one of the first record labels in Atlanta was Ichiban.
I remember
Triad,
Ichiban, yep.
Triad Records, Power Records.
Mm-hmm.
That's who brought me down here. That's who paid for me to come here to work in 1996.
Mm-hmm.
So Leroy, when they shot the video, I got my mind on my money on my mind with him and MC Breed. They shot that at Leroy's house.
Mm-hmm.
That was Leroy's crib. So
Mm-hmm.
Leroy was the first black millionaire that I knew personally in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
So he got me my apartment and put me up and did all those good things for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And introduced me to the Atlanta industry after being in the industry up north for about 11 years when I got here.
Right.
I was in New York in the Jersey industry as an artist. So coming to Atlanta, I was coming here to make a transition from an artist to a music business person.
Yeah.
Which was like hard for me. Seriously
as I
hard.
am right now.
Yeah, right. Like the same like what you're doing right now.
Right.
Yeah. Making that transition. And that transition was really hard for me because I was used to being on stage.
Right.
So now that I'm taking care of artists and, being the guy behind them, that was hard for me. Oh my God, it was so hard to make that transition because I wanted that. I wanted that adulation. I wanted that ovations that they were getting.
Right.
And it wasn't there for me.
Yeah.
So for a long time, it took me a while to get used to that.
Yeah. No, I definitely can relate. We can talk about that on some other terms because it's just like, I definitely know where you coming from.
Yeah, that's hard. That's a hard transition from being an artist to, being a creative and going to a business person. To becoming a business person.
Yeah.
Especially in this industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard. It's super hard. Like, to have the balance and to make that transition to going into the
because it's not necessarily about you.
Yeah, no, it ain't about you, and that's how people treat you too. Like,
it ain't about you, but you be like, but dude, like, you do that, you gonna look crazy. It ain't about me, but you might want to listen.
Right. And that's how I felt, But we're gonna check out this Aaliyah's. What was that? The 1 in a Million album, right?
1 in a Million. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna check out her album. We're going to listen to a few of the top records off of that album. We're going to, it really not reviewing it. I really want us to, you know what, Kima?
This is in remembrance.
Yeah, this is a remembrance.
Yeah, let me,
and Kima, I want you. I know you got plenty Kima
I have
stories.
A story.
Yeah, you got yours.
But I'm definitely a Aaliyah fan, and let me tell you when this album started.
Don't tell nobody yet. Hold up. Don't share it. Don't share it yet.
But don't get me started.
Because I know she got some stuff with the Aaliyah album. So let's get into the Aaliyah's last album.
Let's celebrate Aaliyah.
Let's celebrate Aaliyah right now. Toast to
love
Aaliyah.
You, Aaliyah. Rest
Toast
in
to Aaliyah.
Heavenly paradise, Aaliyah, because you are an angel.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. See, no one else, let me let you do. That's why I don't mind to spend my life with you. I wanna please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world. Don't you understand? Your love is a 1 in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long. Your love is a 1 in a million. It goes on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long. Turn me inside out, make my heart beat. Need no one else. You're all I need. Personality, everything you do makes me love everything about you. Your smile, your style is so fly. I can't deny. I got a crush on you, and that is true indeed. And I'm digging you. You make me believe that your love is a 1 in a million. It goes on and on. You give me a really good feeling. All day long. Your love is a 1 in a million. It goes on and on. You give me a really good feeling. All day long. I'll give you anything you want from me, anything you want, anything you need, anything you so desire. you so desire anything, but your love is a one in a million. Goes on and on. You give me a really good feeling. Your love is a one in a million. Goes on and on. You give me a really good feeling. All day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling. All day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling. Baby. Love it, baby, love it, baby, love it, baby. Love it, baby, love it, baby, love it, baby. Love it, baby, love it, baby, love it, baby. Love it, baby, love it, baby, love it, baby. Love it, baby, love it, baby.
Here we go like that. Yeah. Here we go like that. Yeah. Here we go like that.
If your girl only knew that you was trying to get in me, what would she do? If your girl only knew that you was kissing her to talk to me, she would probably leave you alone, probably curse you out and unplug her phone. She'd be glad she was gone. She wouldn't have to worry. If your girl only knew that I don't want to kick it with you. If your girl could only see how you be calling me, getting fresh with me, she'd probably leave you alone, curse you out and unplug her phone. She'd be glad she was gone. She wouldn't have to worry. She's crazy to put up with you. But I won't be no fool. Like what you see, it ain't easy to get on, baby. It's done put up with you. I won't be no fool. Like what you see, it ain't easy to get. You will probably leave you alone. Probably curse you out and unplug her phone. I know she'd be glad that she was gone. She wouldn't have to worry. She would probably leave you alone. Probably curse you out and unplug her phone. She'd be glad that she was gone. She wouldn't have to worry.
B100.
Probably leave your girl alone. Probably curse you out and unplug her phone. She'd be glad that she was gone. She wouldn't have to worry. If your girl only knew. If your girl only you too. I just want to talk to the ladies tonight. For all you ladies that done had your heart broken, I done had my heart broken too, so I can relate, you know. So if it's okay with you, I'm just gonna break it down for the fellas that don't know that they can break a woman's heart. Alright? So check it out. I give you all of my love, all to you. And you don't appreciate the things that I do. Things that I give you all of my time, 'cause you blew my mind. I let you do me wrong, 'cause love had me so blind. I was young, but I know grown up, and I know about loving. I used to love you. You tried to play me and then persuade me. I still remember the pain you gave me. I can't believe you. I gotta leave you. I'm packing up and you can hit the road, Jack. You can take these things that you gave me, 'cause I'm never coming back. All I wanted was a little love, but you chose to hang out all night with the boys. So what are you saying? Am I wasting time? Wasting my time trying to claim something that's not even mine. I was young, but I'm not gonna love it. I know about loving. I used to love you. You tried to play me and then persuade me. I still remember the pain you gave me. I can't believe you. I gotta leave you. I'm packing up and you can hit the road, Jack. You can take these things that you gave me, 'cause I'm never coming back. Why you hurt me? Why you hurting me so bad? Gave you my time, gave you my mind. Why you wanna make me sad? Why you hurt me? Why you hurt me? Why you hurting me so bad? Gave you my time, gave you my mind. Why you wanna make me sad? Thank you. Thank you and God bless. Hey yo, but before I get out of here, I want all my ladies on the left side. I want y'all to sing with me for a little bit, alright? Alright, check it out. Say, hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Sing. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, y'all like that, right? Yeah, I like that. Hey, yo, but now I'm gonna walk on over here to this right side. And I'm gonna see if they can get it as loud as the left side, all right? All right, now right side, come on. All right, when you say,
B100 Radio. OG Shotty Powers.
Totally Kima in the house.
Dasha Ware, let's get it.
Let's go.
Yo, so we just got finished listening to some of the songs from Aaliyah's album, her last posthumous album. It was, matter of fact, it wasn't a posthumous album. Did they drop that after she died?
No, that was.
Did they drop it before she died?
That was second album, I believe.
Yeah, that album.
I mean, Dasha.
This was her last album.
That was her last album.
They dropped it after
she died, right? That's what I thought. Yeah, because that's what they were saying That's what they were saying today.
Because you remember the Rock the Boat and all that.
That's
this
on that
Rock
album.
the Boat's not on this album though.
It's not.
No, this
That
is
was the
one.
last
This was even
album,
the
but Rock
first.
the
This
Boat.
was even the first album. I don't have my fact. Let's no. It's
Because
definitely not. Rock the Boat was on a different album.
Lock the Boat was on her last album.
Yeah.
But this isn't the last album.
You sure?
I think this is the 20 years.
I'm pretty positive. I think this album had a lot of Aaliyah hits, classics. This is not the first album. I don't think I'm wrong, but I could be. But let's Google it. I mean, all we got to do is Google it, and we can get the fact. Let's look it up. It's not Leah's first album. It was.
What's the name of the album? That
One in a Million.
This album, last album is called Aaliyah or One in a Million.
One in a Million.
One in a Million. Now see if Rock the Boat was on there. I thought Rock the Boat was on there. It's on there, right? It's on the self-titled album. And which album was that?
That
Was
was
that
her
her
last.
last
That
album?
was her last album. That was her last album.
So the album with her standing on there with the orange cover, that's the One in a Million album.
No, this isn't the one. No.
Oh, 1 in a Million was like her first.
Yeah, One in a Million was that's her second album.
Okay, so the one
was
that they
called
just
One in a
released
It was
yesterday.
either her first. It was re-released.
What's the album that they re-released yesterday?
One in a Million.
Right, I remember that album. What
The
album?
second album, One in a Million. Yes, this is the one that was re-released. This is, I would say, Aaliyah's
I'm looking
most
at it. It was
iconic
released
work.
in 2001. Yes, it was released July 7, 2001.
One in a Million.
What time? When?
2001.
I know.
This was her third. It was her third final studio album.
But 2001 is the year she died.
One in a Million.
Yes. It was her third final studio album.
One in a Million.
4-page letter.
No, that was on the 1 in a Million album.
But that's the album that was re-released. We're not talking about Rock the Boat.
The album that was re-released was the Aaliyah album.
Aaliyah album. That's what I was saying.
Third album.
Really?
Yeah, that was the one that was released.
I
Yes, it's right here. Aaliyah.
Yes.
but was not the One in a Million.
Yeah.
But was it the One in a Million?
No.
It was
the Aaliyah album.
I mean, I think we gotta agree to disagree here. Maybe
No. We're not gonna agree or disagree. We're gonna go with the facts.
No.
The facts
facts
is right
is-
here. It says the
The
third
fact is
studio
that
album.
the album that was released yesterday is the Aaliyah album, not
But-
One in a Million. So what are we playing?
We're playing One in
Yeah,
a
that was
Million.
the
We
second
shouldn't be.
album. This is the third album. Yes.
We're playing One in a Million.
All right, we shouldn't
playing
be.
the
We should
wrong
be
song.
playing the album Aaliyah. That's the album that we should be reviewing.
Okay, well, hey. Well, then we're a couple weeks behind. But yeah, we were listening to One in a Million.
All right, let's go
And that's what was just released like maybe a couple weeks ago. Yep.
So let's go-
Still fresh. But I feel like, this is the one that was
So
most
the songs on this
anticipated though.
album would be Rock the Boat,
Yes.
Never No More.
That's what I want to hear right
Extra
now. I
Smooth.
want to hear the
One in a
album that was
Million.
released
Try
yesterday.
Again. I Care for You.
So
Okay.
did you the songs that we played just now, was those the songs?
That's
from
on
the-
One in a Million. That's One in a Million.
All right, let's
One in a
let's
Million.
listen to the records from
Let's
the
just-
Aaliyah album.
Yeah, let's listen to the Aaliyah album.
Rock the Boat.
Actually, let's go into the
Rock
top.
All her records is hit though,
The
so
top
so
three
anything
records
we
that I
listen
like
to
was
just
Rock
gonna
the
be
Boat.
crazy.
Try Rock the Boat, and what else I liked on that album? The Woman was dope.
Deja.
She had a lot of records on here.
No, she got a lot of great records.
We need a
That One in a
resolution,
Million
so-
album, but is it though?
They should have re-released 1 in a Million.
They just did. That's
Well,
what we were just
it's-
playing. They just
they should have re-released that.
Yeah, they
instead of
did.
this
They
album.
didn't just re-release One in a Million. They just released.
The
they
third.
did. They did. I mean, they just put it on streaming like a few weeks
No,
ago.
what I'm saying is they should have re-released it on the album. That's what I'm saying. Like did like an album re-releasing that instead of this album.
Yeah. So maybe I'm just not. I thought that's. I mean, maybe I thought that's what they did, but
Not on the album, not on digital platforms. I'm talking about on the album.
Mhm.
They should have re-released her album.
Mhm. Okay. Aaliyah, we miss you, girl. B100 Radio.
They released One in a Million back on August 20th, and the one that they released yesterday was Aaliyah.
Yes.
That's what's going on.
Yes, that's
Where the confusion set.
But yeah, we
So
just
what
love
we're
Aaliyah
doing now is
in
doing
general.
new music from yesterday's release,
Yes.
which is Aaliyah.
Yes.
I got it. I didn't even know
I
they
didn't-
I didn't know they re-released One in a Million too.
Yeah, and I didn't.
They're basically putting out all the songs that she never had on digital streaming platforms and putting it on there now. for the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. And she's very. I didn't even.
Me close. Let's take this overboard now. I want you to ride the change positions. Now stroking, baby. to rock. Hey, oh, now stroke it, baby. Stroke it for me, stroke it for me, stroke it for me. Stroke it, baby, stroke it, baby. Work it, baby, work it, baby. Stroke it. There is something I want you to never ever used it before. Never. Explore it, baby. Change the show. Work it, baby, work it, baby. Stroke it for me, stroke it for me.
B100, may you rest in heavenly, angelic peace. My girl, Aliyah.
Hey, my baby.
Hey, my baby.
Why you looking so down? Seems like you need loving. Baby, you need a girl like me around, baby. Tell me why you cry. Here, take my hand and wipe those tears from your eyes. Can I talk to you? Comfort you.
Yes.
Oh, you know. Just wanna let you know I care for you. Can I talk to you? I wanna talk, comfort you. Got to let you know, baby. You know I wanna let you know I care. Hey, sexy baby.
Yes.
Why'd your girl leave you in pain to let a fine man like you go? She must be insane. Hey, sexy baby. There's no need to worry. Oh, boy, if you call on me, I'll come in a hurry. Can I talk to you?
Yes.
Come on, comfort you. I love you.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
May you rest.
Give me a chance. You know, wanna let you know and let you know that I love you. Yeah. Oh, stay strong. Press on for me, baby. I care for you. Stay strong.
Rest in peace.
Stay strong. Press on. Press on for me, yeah, baby. I talk to you.
Yes.
I wanna talk to you. I wanna hold you tight, baby. You know, I wanna let you know that I care for you.
She was an angel. Shout out. And may you
Miss you.
may you rest. Hey,
That was beautiful.
very beautiful.
That was my jam. You was
You
about
know
to
what?
play
I just
Dirty
want
South.
Key, I know you got some Aaliyah stories.
Yes, I have some Aaliyah stories.
And
Not only do I have Aaliyah stories, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want to
No.
hear some of your your
Not-
it's Kima storytelling time
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
Kima's storytelling time. Yes.
So I want to hear some of the things that I know because y'all were popping around the same time that she was popping.
Yeah, and she dropped right before us, and I want to say not only do I have Aaliyah stories, I was a big Aaliyah fan.
Mhm.
I never forget when we started recording. I want to say back in the 90s, we prided ourselves on artist development, and Aaliyah did drop her first album before we did, and I'll never forget Puff putting her album on and like, yo, study her, watch her vibe. Like Aaliyah vibe was
dope.
like on 100. Like I mean, and a lot of and it's a vibe. It's not that complicated. If either you got it or you don't, and she had it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, definitely have stories. That was one story I'll never forget. They threw me a surprise birthday party. I can't remember the club, and she came out like and it wasn't unusual back then for us to kind of celebrate each other and support each other as artists and just kind of showing up. Things wasn't so closed door. We could show up anywhere and just be like, yo, hey, we can get it. So they threw me a surprise birthday party and Aaliyah, Missy, Brad. That was like Lil Kim, Gma, like that was just like the lick back then, and we all supported each other and we all showed up for each other, and I'll never forget. She came to my birthday party and we was just like lit, and we was on the flipping speakers, dancing, and all type of stuff, and that was the last time I had seen Aaliyah, like, and I was glad she showed up. I was glad she showed love. And I'm so glad they have started streaming her music because her favorite song, I call myself introducing my daughter to something on the One in a Million album. And when I sent it to her, my daughter was like, oh, that's my fave too. I like that. So not only has Aaliyah made her day ones happy, she's gained new fans, and I'm so happy.
Yes.
I love Aaliyah. New fans. I love Aaliyah. I'm so glad. Thank you guys for streaming her music.
Yeah,
she deserves all the accolades.
My daughters, my teenagers are 15 and 14, and they're getting into her. Like, she just came out. Yeah, for the first time.
My mom is her number one fan. Yeah.
That's cool.
She even named our girl dog Aaliyah. Like everything was Aaliyah.
Yeah.
It was cool growing up.
When she died, it was so crazy because it was a lot going on during that time.
Yeah.
I think she died first, and then 9/11 hit right after her death. It was just like back to back. I can remember where I was, and I remember what was going on.
Mhm.
It was just like you didn't know what to expect from life. You know how it is like now when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
You know when the pandemic first hit, like
Yeah.
March, like February, March of last year, when
Yeah.
it really hit,
Yeah.
and they was telling you like the airports are closed
Yeah.
and nobody
Yeah.
can go outside.
Yeah.
That's how it was with 9/11 and Aaliyah's death all at the same time. It was like, what the hell is going
Yeah.
on?
But how about giving birth to a baby the day after 9/11? My
You
son's
did?
birthday
Oh
is
my-
tomorrow.
yeah, that's right. It
Like
is.
he was induced, and I'll never forget. Like sitting there and watching, I was like, I was just like, yo, you gonna have your you never gonna outlive the current event of the time when you were born.
Right.
My son's birthday is tomorrow. He was born. I'll never forget. My mom, we
okay.
were painting and I'm looking and I'm
Happy
like,
born, Christian.
happy born day, Stacks.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man. So the Aaliyah album was re-released yesterday, and the One in a Million album was released a couple of weeks ago. So Kima was correct about those releases. One in a Million was released a couple of weeks ago, but yesterday was the re-releasing of her last album, which
Yes.
came out July 20th of 2001. It actually dropped right around the time she died. It came out right when she died.
The One in a Million?
Yeah, no, the Aaliyah album.
The Aaliyah. So
yeah, the Aaliyah album dropped with "Rock the Boat" was the first single. It was the,
So yeah, I was like, yeah, I was. I'll never forget. So yeah, I was laid up pregnant when Aaliyah died. Like, dang.
because she died in 01. And it was a terrible thing. Like I said, I can remember exactly where I was the day she died, and I can remember exactly where I was when 9/11 hit.
Yeah.
When 9/11 hit, first thing I did was call my mom. Because me being kind of a product of the North and the South, all my life I've been dirty South hip hop. I've been. So my dad's in Georgia and my mom was up north. You know what I'm saying? So I've been part of that whole dichotomy or whatever you want to call it since forever. So checking on everybody, like making sure everybody was okay, because when the first plane hit, I called home and then I said, and today is 9/11, right?
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Actually,
today is
remembering
9/11.
everybody.
anniversary.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because the day I called her, I called my mom to check on her, and I couldn't get through. No phones were working in New York, New Jersey, or nowhere. Like you couldn't get through to people. Like it really was bad. They shut down the phone lines and everything. It was terrible, and I couldn't get home. I couldn't talk to my mother because I didn't know what was going on. You just didn't know what was going on. And then when I finally got her on the phone, we're on the phone and we're talking about the first plane.
Right.
Yo, you just seen that plane that just flew into the building? And she goes, yeah, it's all over the news. And we're talking when the second plane hit.
Yeah, and I'm like
we're talking.
And I actually
when the second plane.
That's crazy because I'm all the way in Florida and they just shut the school down.
When the second plane hit, it's like you don't know what the fuck is going on now, right? Because now a second plane just hit the damn World Trade Center. Like now you're under attack. Like what the fuck is
Yeah.
Like
you know what did happen next.
Right. Like you don't know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
And that's where I was. And that's when my mom dropped the phone and I'm steady calling her, Ma. And she was in Plainfield at the time. So that shit was crazy. Like I was really scared for her because she was up there and I was down here.
Yeah, my mom was in the DMV with me. I was about 45 minutes from the White House.
Right. When they did hit DC too.
Yeah, they hit DC. They tried to. They hit the Pentagon.
They hit the Pentagon.
But then they tried the White House.
They hit the White House.
Yeah, they tried to hit the White House, but they didn't make it. And I just never forget that day. Like, my mom was like, you about to have a baby. So we were on our way to Walmart.
Right.
I was being induced the next day. And we were like, oh, we're going to touch up pain and everything. We riding home from Walmart. And we listening to the radio. And they like, yo, the airplane flew into the World Trade Centers. I was like, yo, Ma, that shit was purpose. On purpose. I said, as much as I done been in the air and much as I done been out of Jersey, New York, I ain't never motherfucking seen, excuse my language, no fucking building. I said they did that shit on purpose all day long, and it was so sad. I was so sad.
Yeah, it was.
I was so sad, and I was so scared, and I was so nervous giving birth the next day. Like, damn, what type of world I'm bringing my kid into?
Yeah,
that shit was real.
Because I remember
and
when they
scary.
had the that was sad, and just before they had 9/11, they had just gave the funeral. What's it? Procession. They gave the funeral procession of Leah down Fifth Ave in New York.
Maybe it was just so much. I never equated the two. Like, I didn't know they happened simultaneously
so
like that.
Closely, yeah. It was like a week or 2 weeks apart, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks apart, and when that happened, it was just. I think it was like, what's the date on Leah's death? But yeah, what date did she die? Because I know it was late July. Or maybe, yeah, it had to be late July. Late July, maybe late August.
It definitely was, because I do remember being pregnant, because I remember I was like laid up in the bed like, no.
Because it was one thing after another. Bang, bang, bang. It just kept going, you know?
August 25th, 2001.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
So far
along.
It was, yeah, exactly.
Like I said, 2 weeks.
I didn't equate.
So, and I always saw it that way. It was just like, what is God trying to tell us? Like, you took baby girl, and like she was the sweetest earth angel.
Yeah, she was.
Is.
She really, really was.
You took baby girl, and now you just shut the whole. America just got shut down by 9/11 because the way they was tripping in Atlanta, they were tripping in Atlanta like Atlanta was next. Like they had the 5-point MARTA station, all that shit was barricades. National Guard was out. They wouldn't, man, I'm talking about you couldn't go in no places with bags. If you had a backpack, they was checking you. Like you couldn't just go into the subway with a backpack without getting checked.
Yeah, I mean, but imagine being in the nation's capital, like
oh yeah,
DC.
I know y'all
like I don't think I saw DC for like a year or two after 9/11.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's real terrible. So yeah, we went through a lot at that time, but the Aaliyah album, we're not actually reviewing it because it's already one of the greatest offerings from her.
We're paying homage.
Yeah, we're just paying homage to her, and we just checking it out for now, man. And we just wanted to, I know our super co-host Kima, man. She, like I said, she has a lot of industry stories from all the tours and all the people that she's been with. So we just wanted her to share one of her stories, of what she got from that time when all of that was going on. That was a lot going on.
Yeah, it was a lot. Sorry if I get long-winded, but I got stories. I got stories.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. And Christian was born 2 weeks after all of that. So yeah, you really got stories.
I didn't even,
you didn't even realize it.
I didn't even realize it. I didn't realize, like,
and that's crazy.
It was the same year, like I gave birth to my son.
Same time.
I was just like, oh my God, I was so scared.
Because you had a baby.
Becoming a new mom.
You had your baby
time.
The day after 9/11.
A day after 9/11, I was scheduled to be induced. And me and my mom was cleaning, preparing, and coming from Walmart. And it was early in the morning. And we was listening to the radio. And I was like, and I heard, I was like, yo, man, that shit was on purpose.
Right.
Like, as much as I done flown, like, we ain't seen no buildings.
Right.
That shit, they did that shit on purpose. Like, I don't even know why anybody had to fucking guess.
Right.
Like,
we
that
ain't stupid, DC.
Right. No, that was New York. That was when they hit the.
It comes from DC.
Oh, yeah. That whole year.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. So, B100. We're going to get the party back and started, because we know a lot of y'all is preparing tonight to go out and have a good time.
Yes.
So you go and enjoy yourselves, go holler at some of my peoples. They doing their things tonight over at Fusions tonight. My man Big Dino from the Metro Boys, he's in town. He always doing his thing. Going out and check him out. He's one of the potential sponsors of the show. And Smurf World is now doing his thing. Well, he's been doing his thing for years over at Tiger, and he's still doing his thing over at Tiger, but it's a different capacity. But I'll let him tell it. I don't want to share too much of his business. But go check out Tiger on Saturdays too, out in Marietta, man. If you're in the city of Atlanta, Tiger is definitely a vibe. So if you're feeling like you want to go do some strip club stuff tonight, man, there's so many places you can go in Atlanta because it's not strip It's not a strip club when you come to Atlanta.
They already naked.
Yeah, they already naked.
I call it art.
Bookie
I call it art.
They butt
Especially if they
bookie
know.
naked.
But they say on
But
the Players
I
Club,
call it art, especially if they know how to work that pump.
Hey, they don't even call it booty down there at the strip clubs in Atlanta. It's the bunkie. It's
called the bonk.
a bunkie like that.
The bonker.
Yeah, it's a big bunkie thing going on at Atlanta, man. So when you gonna check out the strip clubs, man, you got Magic City. I'm gonna tell anybody who's not grounded. If you're not grounded in your life, especially if you're in a relationship with a wife or a girlfriend, if you're not grounded with your wife or your girlfriend, do not go to any of the script clubs in Atlanta. Please don't do it. Because the first time I landed in Atlanta in 1996 with $75 in my pocket, I walked across the street from the Greyhound station and I went in there and I came out with $10. And the only reason I came out of there with $10 because my ride was there. But hey, do not go to, if you just landed in Atlanta and you came in through the bus and you know the Greyhound station is right across the street from Magic City. Don't do it. Don't go in there.
Not even on Magic City Mondays.
Not even, hell no. Definitely not on a Magic City Monday. Lord have mercy. Somebody gonna lose their husband and shit. And if you take your wife, you might lose your wife.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Because
I ain't losing mine and we go to
Let's
strip
throw the
club
dollars
all day
together.
long.
Let's
Come
throw
on,
the
gang,
dollars.
gang. It all depends. I have to disagree with you.
hey, I've been in Atlanta 25 years. And I'm telling you only from my experience that you ain't got to be introducing that into your life if you're not ready. You just got to be ready. If you show your shit and you and your significant other got a strong connection and a strong bond, then by all means have fun at the script club.
That part.
But if you like already arguing every day and y'all already got problems and shit, like y'all ain't got no business going in no script club.
Well,
leave that shit out of that.
That's a whole nother conversation. Me
Yeah.
and you gonna have to have, because that's on some grown shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
It is.
you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
seen a lot of relationships come, like, this is what it is though. And this is when I was single before I moved my family down here and got married. But I watched a lot of my friends lose their families because the lust in Atlanta is so strong. Because you know the women outnumber the men here in Atlanta, like probably 30-1. It's a lot of women here, a lot of women, and they're from all over the world, every flavor you can imagine.
You said flavor.
So you just saying men are weak?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
Shame on you, y'all.
Yeah, no, really, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Yes, men are weak. Yeah, we are. You know, when we are, I put it like this. I always thought being a man was something that you were as a boy by default. Like you just grew into it.
A man.
You just grew up, and then because you got hair on your face and you went through puberty, and now you're feeling yourself. Like my mama used to say, "You're smelling yourself, nigga." That's what she used to say.
Smelling yourself.
Right,
Yeah,
but I used to think that was what a man was, just because by default that you were a man. Yeah. And then when I came here and went through the mud, went through the fire, I learned that being a man was about accountability, responsibility, and respectability. And if you ain't got those three going on
and
in
how
your
about
life,
control?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, definitely. But the thing is, to be accountable, to be responsible, and to be respectable,
you gotta have control.
You gotta have control. Exactly. You gotta have all those things in order for you to be right. And it took me a long time to get myself right. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't just pop up overnight and become a man. I had to actually learn what a man was.
There's some people that's 63 years old, 70,
never learned
and
that.
They ain't no man
and this
yet.
is what I'm
They
saying
still
about
babies.
men. Like most men, men don't grow up as fast as women do.
I feel like, I mean, and not to cut you off, I just feel like at some point it becomes a choice.
No, it does.
It becomes a choice. It has
Yes.
nothing to do whether you man, boy, whatever y'all are. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a choice.
Mhm.
And my thing is like, why most men,
Mhm.
I'm just going to generalize it. Like, I go somewhere, I get attracted, I get turned on, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna fuck my man. You know what I'm saying? I'm
goddamn
not
right.
gonna fuck no
But
other
that's
nasty ass,
that's
stinking
not
ass fucking
exactly.
bitch that let everybody else run up in her. No
Right.
fucking disrespect. It
Right.
becomes a choice. It becomes control.
You're right.
Have fucking control.
Right. No,
My point.
I totally
and when
agree.
the minute minds lose that,
Mhm.
he lost me.
He lost
So
you.
that's where we at.
No, I totally agree.
I
agree
ain't
with that.
competing with
I
no
totally
I
agree.
ain't doing none of that because
I
it
agree with
becomes a
that.
choice.
Yup. I mean, you know
It
what?
is
You
what
said
it
a
is.
mouthful
I
because
said a mouthful.
when I was doing the strip clubs and doing all that stuff, I was single. And
Exactly.
I watched all my
rightfully
married
so.
friends. I watched all my wifed up friends, girlfriend friends. I watched them come to the clubs and do wild shit like they were
But they
single. And I'm
probably
saying to
was
myself,
doing wild shit
"What is you
before.
doing
They
all that
probably
shit
doing
for?"
wild shit.
Yeah.
The strip club ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, it's them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's them.
It is
Yeah,
what it is.
It's you. And like I said, being a man doesn't come by default. So that's my main message for all the men out there that think they men just because they got a dick. Let me tell you, that don't make you no man. That just make you a male.
No,
That just make you a male
commodity.
species.
That just make you a fucking commodity.
That's a male
So you're a
species.
commodity because you got a.
And you know the crazy part about it, that you being a man because you got a penis don't even really mean much to a woman no more, because most of them, they got toys now that they don't give a fuck about your penis. They really don't.
We
They
got
really-
Deja entering the conversation right
They really
now.
don't care about your penis like they used to, because they didn't have penises like they used to when I was growing up.
They
The
got all
penis,
special
the
kinds
penises is
now.
not the penises that they got now, and them shits is like some futuristic shits. Could do everything that you could do, and they bigger. So now you feeling
Or
some
better.
kind of, you be feeling
Let
some
me
kind of
stop.
way when they
Let me
pull that out
stop.
on you. You be like, what the fuck you about to do with that?
That's what I'm about to say. And all I got to say, my significant other leave me for a stripper. She can have them.
Hey, I man, you know what? I have become desensitized when
You
it
have
comes
to
to
be.
strippers.
I mean,
I swear, it
I look
doesn't
at it
move
as
me
art.
one bit.
Yeah, it's
I
just
look
like
at it as-
entertainment.
It don't move me.
It's like porn in person.
Yeah.
You know, it's like porn live. You know
If
what
you
I'm
were
saying?
used to seeing naked, if you're used to seeing bucket naked ass women all the time, that will desensitize you. And I was around so many strippers so many times in all of my walks and my travels and being in the business for the last 36 years, that standing on sofas, standing on tables, making it rain in the clubs and all that shit. I mean, I was making it rain with Big Meech, so I know what making it rain looked like.
It's like the same concept of starstruck. We be around so many people, like we look at people crazy when they be starstruck. You be like,
Yeah,
what's wrong with you?
No, first of all, coming to Atlanta, if you coming to live in Atlanta, don't be starstruck, because there's a star on every goddamn corner. Like when you go to the mall, you're gonna bump into people. You're gonna see people everywhere you go in Atlanta, because Atlanta, nobody is stars. Nobody don't give a fuck about that shit. It's just like New York.
Yeah.
When you're in New York, same way. Nobody gonna give a fuck about who you are in New
We
York.
all are stars.
Everybody's stars.
It's all,
Even
it's
some
all
of the
how you
people.
feel about yourself.
And the crazy part in Atlanta is shit. Some of the people in the streets think they just as famous as the ones that's famous. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They do. And another thing that I learned too down here in Atlanta, man, the big girl. The big girl in Atlanta, man, is like the finest woman in the world, because the big woman's mentality and attitude.
They be so confident, don't they?
They confident as shit.
You don't even see the fat.
What?
Oh.
A big girl in Atlanta do not
Watch
care.
out for the big girls.
You can't
Watch out for the
you
big
can't
girls.
fat shame no
Watch
big
out
girl
for
in
the big
Atlanta, man,
No, you
because
can't.
big girls in Atlanta do not
Shout out
have
to the
a
big girl.
problem about being a big girl.
I can't even find no
Shout out
clothes
to
in
W.
Atlanta.
Shout out to all the BBWs.
Shout out to Wide.
Shout out to all the BBWs in the ATL, because BBWs need love too.
But what about us little
And the crazy part
celebrity
about
girls?
a BBW though,
I cannot find
about
nothing
the
to wear in the ATL because I don't have
little
a
booty-
BBW
little booties
and I
need
don't
love, too.
want one. Little booties,
Yeah, the
little
petites.
booties, little booties need love too.
Yo, we on B100 Radio. And I'm OG Shotty Powers.
And I'm totally Kima.
And I'm Dasha Ware. Let's get it.
They should drop the science.
So,
There.
Deja Ware.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
No, but I wanted to get into, since we're talking about Aaliyah, I think let me pull up my notes. Timberland has this new he has this new venture that he's doing. And let me get into that.
What do you need? What do you need, Dasha?
I didn't have my notes up.
Oh, are you good now? Because we're still live.
No.
All right, so let's keep it moving right now. Let's go back into some music real quick because we only got like 20 minutes left, I think, into this show. So let's go into our music and we'll come back and Dasha will drop the science on us.
Dasha.
I had lost time unless you just jumped in.
Don't let them tell you any different. Yeah. They don't know about us. They don't know about it. I owe it all to you. Yeah. They don't know about us. They don't know about it. As much as I messed up, always give me your best love. Yeah. They don't know about us. They don't know about it. Sometimes I wonder what I did to deserve you. Yeah. They don't know about us. They don't know. They gon' talk about it, gon' try to change your mind about it, gon' tell you things you don't wanna hear, but we good. So when they talk about it, just let them know we already got it. Just tell them now we gon' work at it, we good.
Don't think they know that you say that's all. Don't think they know. How could they know? Don't think they know that you say that's all. Don't think they know. How could they know?
Don't listen to them.
How could they know?
What people say.
How could they know?
They don't know about.
How could they know?
About you and me.
How could they know?
And I bet you love me. Yeah. They don't know about us. They don't know about it. Even or at my worst. Yeah. They don't know about us. They don't know about it. And I know that it's different. Feels like we're best friends. We're connected. They don't know about us. They don't know about it. What did I do to deserve you? Yeah. They don't know about us. They don't know. They gon' talk about it, gon' try to change your mind about it, gon' tell you things you don't wanna hear, but we good. So when they talk about it, just let them know we already got it. Just tell them now we gon' work at it, we good.
Don't think they know that you say that's all. Don't think they know. How could they know? Don't think they know that you say that's all. Don't think they know. How could they know?
Don't listen to them.
How could they know?
What people say.
How could they know?
They don't know.
How could they know?
About you and me.
How could they know? How could they know?
They don't know about us. They don't know about it.
How could they know?
They don't know about us. They don't know about it.
Thank you for autographs and the cheers over the years. You stood by me, you didn't doubt. I think you want some more. I do more than sing. I'm out and out, acting out. Plus I got my own movie now. After all the awards that they gave me, you stood by me, you didn't play me, you didn't doubt. I think you want some more. I truly believe that if it was not for you, I don't know what I would do. Don't think they know. Say that's all. Don't think they know. How could they know? Don't think they know that you don't know. Say that's all. Don't think they know.
B100 Radio Weekend Party. OG Shotty Powers.
Totally Kima in the house.
Dasha Ware, let's get it.
All right, so we're gonna get back into Daisha dropping some science before we get out of here. We got like 14 minutes left in the show. So Daisha going to drop some science so everybody can get a little understanding.
Yeah, since we've been partying in here, guys. Excuse me about that delay, but let's get into it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about, since we were, on the whole remembrance of Aaliyah. It was only right that I gave you some good news. That's what's going on with her team. Um, Timberland, he has some dope things coming up, man. I know a lot of people are into like forex and stocks and all that kind of stuff, and learning how to save their money and stuff. So, Timberland has partnered up uh, with his partner, and they've created the Beat Marketplace Beat Club. They've actually partnered with the fintech company, which is Horizontal Fintechs. They they're powering the digital stock exchange upstream and fan engagement platform for global fan exchange, which means so they're going to be looking to bring regulated trading opportunities to fans, which is super dope, by giving them the ability to own and trade music shares and NFTs from producers and songwriters. Timberland, I think that is so great. Um, the first deals are expected to go live later this year. What you guys think about that?
I think that's dope. I mean, as far as like, I have my stories about Timbaland. I think he's always been innovative. I think he's always been one for the artists, especially those that he believe in and support. So kudos to Timbaland. Thank you for always being there for the culture. Thank you for always being there for the artists. Thank you for being a great producer. If not, the major piece of the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Producers, songwriters, a lot of artists don't produce nor write their own music. You know what I'm saying? So and I'm here to say, because we didn't write and produce our own music, but sometimes you need that. It's one hand watches another, type thing. You know what I'm saying? You find that artist that can bring your vision as a writer or producer to life. It's everything. So yeah, kudos.
And just being able to just getting the fans involved, because even if I wasn't in the business, I'm still a fan of music, and it's like, okay, why not, be able to trade, with those songwriters and producers with their music. I think that's like a really dope thing. And Timberland, like, kudos to you, like, and your partner for creating the Marketplace Beat Club. Like,
Yeah.
that's so dope.
I just think, and to elaborate more on what you asked about how I feel about that, I just feel like artists today, just have that vehicle where they can get to the money, where it's not that middleman and stuff like that. It's independent. It's all this stuff they have control of. So take control of it. Do your research. Again, Deja, the facts. Everybody, please pay attention to Deja's segment. She's giving you guys jewels. She's young. She's vibrant. She knows what's going on in today's industry. So let's give it up for our girl Deja Ware.
Get some applause for her, please. Let's get
thank
some
y'all.
applause.
I'm gonna do my best by trying to keep y'all informed, let you know what's going on in the business, because I'm not in the music industry. I'm in the music business.
Okay, sorry. Music business.
And we don't have too much as far as the news tonight, man. I appreciate you, Daisha, for dropping science, man.
Yes.
Thank you, Aaliyah, too.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're like in the beginning stages of this show. This is actually our third show and our first Saturday. We did our first Friday last weekend, Labor Day weekend, and then we did our Friday yesterday, which was a really good show. And today is our third show and our first Saturday. And so it's a growing thing, like a growing stage. But we're getting used to each other. We all know each other from different walks of life, and when we all came together as a collective to do what we're doing right now as the weekend party. So we're gonna be bringing you this party before you go to the party. So if you're getting ready right now to go out and have a good time, man. Y'all need to check us out every Friday and Saturday, man, so we can give you the forecast of how the weather gonna be, where to go. If you're just popping into town right now, and like you coming from somewhere, Detroit, Chicago, DC, DMV area, New York, New Jersey, LA, Miami, wherever you coming from, and you really want to know what the haps or where it's going down in Atlanta, you need to tap into the weekend party, because we will let you know. We know where the haps at. We know where it's going down at. We know where you can go and you can be safe and you can have a good time without dodging bullets and shit.
Period. B100.
Because that's what it's about at the end of the day, dodging bullets and shit.
B100radio.com, baby.
Yes. So thank you, Dasha, for dropping science. We're gonna keep it brief on the news tonight. Because we really yesterday we gave you some news about Michael K. Smith, and tonight, I'm gonna keep it simple. Really, tonight, only thing I want to talk about is Bad Boy. I always got something going on with Bad Boy, but Puff,
What is going on with Bad Boy? I missed that news.
and Puff and Bow Wow's baby mama.
Oh yeah.
And Future's baby mama, Joey Chavis, is over in Italy with Puff, doing the do. Like they kissing on the yacht, they tonguing and stuff on the yacht and hanging out. Like, wow.
I thought Puff was with the city girl.
He was with Young Miami, like a couple of weeks ago, right?
I thought that. Oh,
well, I guess when you get to a certain level,
shall be a man.
When you get, he ain't
if
married.
He's allowed, right?
He ain't married, so he can do what he do, and they not married either. So they're all single people swapping juices. That's all they do.
Gang.
That's what young single people do: swap juices.
Enjoy.
Ooh. Period. Poo.
Enjoy.
So enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself, man. Let's take. You know what? Let's take it out, man. But anyway, let me finish up his story. So Puff is in Italy with his girls, with the twins, right? He's over there with the twins because they were doing something with Dolce and Gabbana. For I guess they're having like a fashion week over there or something. But he's over there with the girls. They look fabulous.
They were in the
by
fashion
the way.
show.
I knew their mom when she was alive, when she lived here in Atlanta. Rest in peace to Kim Porter. When she lived here in Atlanta, she was always classy, always just regal. That's the word I could come up with, regal. She was always a regal chick, even before Puff. Like I knew her before she got with him, and she always carried herself the same way. You know what I mean? The same way that she did. When she did get with him, she didn't change. She stayed the same person. But rest in peace to Kim Porter, and them girls look good. They represent her well. But Puff, do your thing. Shit, what Puff? 51 years old now. Puff like 51 years old.
Something like that.
And Joy Chavis is like 32. So she ain't a baby. And, she got 2 kids. She got 2 babies from 2 dudes. Like, when I see somebody have a baby, all right, no disrespect to Future, no disrespect to Bow Wow, but her messing with Puff is an upgrade for her.
Yeah, I mean.
It's an upgrade for her. I don't give a damn what you say. He almost damn near a billionaire. And capital-wise and man-wise. I mean.
Man-wise.
Man, listen.
Man-wise.
So it depends on how you see. All right, okay, I'll put it like this. Let's do this then. Future had Sierra. Hold up. Future had Sierra, and Bow Wow had Sierra.
And got upgraded.
Right. Now, do you think that Sierra upgraded herself when she went to her husband?
Most definitely.
Is that an upgrade?
No, but my thing. Never mind.
Okay, so I'll pose the same question to you. Why is Sierra upgraded with what's his name? What's his name? Russell Wilson. Why is she upgraded with Russell Wilson, and why is Joey Chavis not upgraded with Puff?
I mean, I agree.
I think
I believe it's an upgrade.
Upgrade.
I believe it's an upgrade. Look, my mouth.
If she get a ring out of it, it'll be upgrade.
Look, and she ain't. But I believe it's an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's an upgrade. But my thing is like, no disrespect. And at the end of the day, I could care less about who really
Sleep
fucking
together.
who.
No, we just.
But
talk.
my thing is like, why niggas be passing shit around and shit? Like, damn.
I don't
Like,
think
come
it's
on,
them.
Like, how you wife somebody that you're like, yeah, and this is not. I don't even know chick. But my thing is like, I just never understood that. Like, how y'all be, because
You know what it is, Kima?
Just get some new flavors.
You know what
some
it
new,
is, though?
What? Something new.
You've
you
been in
think
the
you gonna
industry.
wife you and you've been passed around?
No,
Nope.
you've been in the industry a long time, and you know the same as I know that it's small. It's really like
I just don't.
it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not as big as everybody think it is. Like there's so much people in the. When you get to a certain echelon in the industry gets smaller.
I don't care.
Of the circle of people. People like to stay. I think people stay with the same people that they know, like instead of bringing people in.
No,
that's what I see.
If I was a dude,
Well, I've always been.
I'm not running up in that fucking
No,
choo-choo
I
train.
understand
Fuck
that.
that shit.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I don't understand that. Like, and I'm gonna be quiet after this because I'm gonna be in trouble. Like, yeah. Like, I never understood that.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm not a dude, so
right.
That's,
no, I
that's
totally
something
get it.
beyond
But
me.
if you're
Because
somebody,
I hear that thing got a mind of his own, and y'all let it control.
I don't think he's doing things that. I don't think what Puff is doing is mindless. I think what Puff is doing. I think what Puff is doing is he's enjoying himself at a 51-year-old man.
He's doing he's doing what he's doing because he can.
Right. He's 51 years old and he's single.
He can
right. Because when I heard he was sleeping with Young Miami, I said, Young Miami, let me not get this wrong.
I don't care
because I don't want nobody like from QC or nobody thinking that I'm on some dish shit. First of all, Miami bad as shit.
They beautiful women.
She beautiful as hell, but I was wondering why was
that
Puff.
Has nothing to do.
I was wondering why was Puff messing with her though.
Because he can.
Because she's so young.
Because I mean, is she grown?
Yeah, but she's in her 20s. Yeah, she's in her
Okay, then that's all that matters. Yeah. Everybody keeps talking about, and that's my thing. Like, oh my god.
So I know when he went from my Young Miami to where he at right now, I realize he's having fun. That's all.
Yeah.
Bottom line, he's having fun.
As he should.
If you could jump
as he should,
because it was just
allowed.
We just heard about Young Miami like last month, and now it's Joy Chavis.
As he
and
should.
then it was Lori Harvey.
We found out
it was Lori Harvey too.
As anybody should, if allowed. These are grown women.
They was together locked.
It's they grown women.
Puff?
Her and Puffy was locked arms.
At P's party?
Yeah, that's how.
Woo! Wow, Puff, do your shit, bro.
I just think people be speculating too.
Man, nah, they
I think they do it for the photo ops.
They might be.
They do it for the photo ops.
They probably do to get people talking because they know how social media
keeps
is.
Them relevant.
Yeah, my
it
thing
keeps
is,
them relevant.
let me tell you, part of our, we're wrapping it up, but I just want to say that, like,
let's get out of here.
If they're talking about you, it's a good thing. So people do anything.
Can we get some Luther
to be
before we
talked
go?
about and be relevant? It doesn't necessarily mean it's facts.
Let's get out of here, man. It's time to go party. Come on, Kima. Come on, Dasha. It's time to go, man. Let's go. We see y'all next Friday and Saturday on the weekend party. B100 Radio. Come on in here, y'all. Everybody come and have a good
time. Roll back the rug, everybody. Move all the tables and chairs. We're gonna have us a good time tonight.
Yeah.
Every time that we meet, we skip and we dip to the beat. Yeah. What in the world could be better than getting together? Yeah. The last time the party, it ended when the sun came up. That's why your mama told you that you couldn't go out. Stay in the house. There. Gonna see out tonight. He's gonna take my room. Cause it sure wants to go out and everyone's here and I'm all in. The chandelier downstairs has fallen. I know it. party no one wanted to miss. If you don't get home on the double, are going to be in trouble. Well, all right. I hope your mama don't look in your room, 'cause if she does, she'll be here soon. She's gonna be mad, you're a bad boy. You got it bad. Say goodbye to your friends, 'cause it's gonna be a while before you see them again. Bad boy. Don't sneak out tonight. He's gonna tip by her window, 'cause he sure wants to get out and dance. Yeah. 'Cause everyone's swinging, dancing to the music on the radio, having a party. Everybody's swinging, dancing to the music on the radio. No, 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 no.